Hi, and welcome back to another Shop My Stash. So first off, I do want to apologize that I did not do a Shop My Stash for about, 2 weeks. I had a lot of things going on and it just wasn't doing my makeup, and I really wanted to use some of the makeup products that we had here in the drawer. So the first thing I'm going to start with is the Too Faced Better Than Sex. I'm sorry, Better Than Chocolate. Sorry, that's the name of a mascara for those of you who don't know makeup. Better Than Chocolate palette. So I actually really did get a lot of good use from this palette. I thought the shades were beautiful. They blended so well. I think I used almost every single shade in this palette with the exception of this gold one, this one here, which is Midnight Snack. So Midnight Snack, Gold Digger, and there was another one. There was another one. There was another one. Okay, maybe there wasn't. I think I used everything else. Yeah, so I guess just two. So I only didn't use two shades from this palette, but everything else I did manage to use on my eyes throughout the 2 weeks that I did actually wear makeup. So really, really pretty palette. I did enjoy it, and I'm really happy that I purchased it. And it does definitely smell like chocolate, so that's something else that I enjoy. But yeah, I'm happy to have it in my collection. No regrets with this palette. The next one, I did not just do the other palette in the drawer. We have my Rogue Romance palette from Jaclyn Cosmetics. I did use the majority of the blushes with the exception, I believe, of these two. I did use this one very lightly in mixture with the other blushes here. Really pretty, super pigmented. I did use this palette with a stippling blush brush. And it picked up a lot of product. So definitely a little bit goes a long way with these palettes. So I'm probably going to have this in my collection for a really long time since they're so pigmented, but very pretty. The ColourPop Pretty Fresh Powdered Foundation. I actually really like this. Why am I drawing blanks? I actually really, really like this powdered foundation. It looks really pretty on the skin, not powdery or heavy, like not, it doesn't make your skin look too matte is what I mean. It's not super mattifying, it's not heavy at all on the skin, your skin but better, which I really love, especially when you set it in with setting spray. And as you can see, the pan did get bigger, and then I got so tan this summer that this was light for me, and this used to be the dark shade. So I made it work with using bronzer and then with a light amount of product. You know, it's a very light coverage. It looked and blended into my skin very good, but if I did anything super heavy, you could tell that it was a little bit on the light side. So that's really insane. I got a lot of sun this past summer that I'm still trying to get back to my original shade. But really pretty product. I do really enjoy it. The next one, my Stila Highlight in Kitten, which is the once infamous putty highlighter. I really did enjoy it. Still looks really beautiful on the skin. Still putty-like. You can see not as much as before. I used to be able to do that and just make a really huge indentation. My Urban Decay Beach Bronzer. I can actually kind of sense the age. I don't know how much time I have left with this bronzer, but I had to scrape the top layer of the bronzer because I noticed I wasn't getting any pigmentation, or very little pigmentation, I should say, off of the bronzer itself. So I had to scratch it. I don't know if you can tell. And then once I did that, when I took off the top layer of it, I was starting to get more product on my brush. But once I did that, it did work just fine. So I think we're still good. So I'm going to keep it. Then my Becca First Light Priming Filter was really pretty. I enjoyed using this in combination with the other primer I had in my drawer. And we'll get to the products that are missing in my drawer. We'll get to them. But really happy I picked her up. And I know that Becca was going out of business, but someone bought them out. I can't remember who it was though. So now it's like Becca buy something. Maybe Smashbox? Is it Smashbox? I think it is. I'll leave it on the screen. I don't remember. But I hope that this is one of the products that they decided to keep. when they purchased Becca. So really pretty primer. I did enjoy it. These are the last products, which is just like eye products. So next one is the Stila Hue Extreme Lash. I did enjoy the mascara, no complaints. It did its job, looked really pretty on the lashes. Would I repurchase it? No. Just because there's so many other affordable items that we could buy for mascara that I really don't want to, spend that much money on it. Anywho, this NYX Proof Fit eyeshadow base, I'm pretty sure I'm done with it. It's dry. I was kind of doing the, the twirling, trying to get product. Oh, look, there's still product. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll keep it since product still came out, but it was kind of annoying to try to get the product out. And then my ColourPop brow product, I do feel like it's kind of on its last leg. It is drying out. I was able to utilize it still, but it is definitely drying out, so I don't know how much longer it's going to actually work for, because at one point it is just going to dry completely and then I won't be able to use the product anymore. But I did like it, what I was able to use. Oops. Okay, and the last product is my LA Pro Concealer, which is amazing, very affordable product, and has really good coverage. I was utilizing this a lot when I did use my makeup, like New Year's and stuff, just because my under eyes and my eyes just have been horrible due to crying and lack of sleep. Been going through a lot of family emotional stuff lately, so that's why I wasn't wearing makeup. My depression was just enhanced. Feeling better now, so I'm not going to talk too much about it, but really great product. For such an affordable price, it actually did kind of hide my panda eyes. I mean, sometimes you can't just help but seeing, especially when they're puffy. But I was impressed with it. No lie, I was impressed. Then I don't know if you've noticed, but we had 2 products missing in my drawer, and that's because I have finished them. So I did finish the Tula Skincare Filter Primer. I really, really like this, so I'm going to take a photo of it, keep it in my notes, to hopefully purchase a new one when it's time. I continue to push, and nothing came out. I'm pretty sure there's more product if I cut it open, but I'm not that much of trying to finish every single ounce that's inside here. This is done for me if nothing else is coming out. Same with this. I can still hear that there's stuff in here, but I'm not going to just open it and toss it onto my face. It doesn't spray anymore, so it's done. This one I know I can't purchase anymore. I think it was a limited edition. A lot of her products that I have actually aren't on her website anymore, so I don't believe that they're selling them, which kind of does suck because some of them for me are kind of staples. Like, I really enjoy this. I probably would pick up another bottle of this if it were still available. I think she does have another setting spray on her site that maybe I'll give a try after I get through my other setting sprays. So I clearly needed to get a new setting spray. So I decided to focus on finishing this setting spray, which is from MAC. This is their Prep and Prime Fix Plus Cucumber setting spray. So I don't think they sell these anymore. I'm pretty sure this was also limited edition, but they did have it for some time selling it. So I bought a big bottle of it because I really enjoyed the miniature bottle. With a lot of these products, if they have a miniature, I'll get the miniature first, try it out, see if I like it, and then that way it's easier to finish. And yeah, the only thing though that I noticed with the spritzer, and that's probably why this has lasted so long in my collection, is because the spritzer doesn't always spritz. Like, it kind of squirts out at you. I know that sounds disgusting, but it's true. It gives you like a straight line shot into your face, potentially ruining the makeup you just worked on. But it is very hydrating on the skin, which I like. I do like more of a dewy finish versus a mattifying finish. So I like the product, not too crazy about the spray. So this is going to now live in my makeup drawer until I finish that product. And I do think that I'll finish it fairly quickly, hopefully, because I do like using setting spray a lot. So anyways, our drawer is now empty. So we will be putting everything away and shopping mustache. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick out the foundation and primer first. I think this week I want to use the Lancome primer. I do really enjoy this primer a lot. It is a silicone base, but it's also hydrating. So we're going to take this one. And then for foundation, I feel like we need to use the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Foundation. I know I had bought this earlier in the year, but if you can see on the top here, I don't know if you guys can actually see that, but it actually says it expires January the 24th. I mean, January 2024. So technically this foundation is expired now. And I don't think I've had it more than a year. I think we're close to a year, but definitely not more than a year. I know I didn't buy this time last year, so this expired fairly quickly, which surprised me. So we have those two. And then while we're here, let's go ahead and get a concealer that's kind of more, this is more like medium to full coverage. You can definitely get full coverage out of this foundation, but I want to do more medium coverage. I typically like to use this with the Tarte Ultra Creamy concealer, but I feel like I lean to this a lot more, but I haven't used it in a while, so you think it would be okay to grab it? I think so. And sorry for the lighting. I do have a light in the closet here to put light here since it's always dark, and I feel like that kind of did help. So you guys let me know if you guys prefer it this way or just with the ring light. Maybe you guys prefer it with both. I don't know. And then let's see. Let's do mascara. The thing is that I don't remember what I've reached out for and what I haven't reached out for. So let's do something I know I don't think I ever reach out for. Is it this one? Or maybe this one? What are you? I don't even know what this is. Let's do this one. I don't think I've used this one. So this says that it's from the Beauty Vault mascara and my battery's about to die. I'm pretty sure I got this from one of my free Ipsy boxes. Okay, editing me here. So I did try this mascara out and it was completely dry. Like there was very little product coming out from the actual lash tube onto the actual lashes. So I ended up tossing it and going with what I originally picked out, which was the El Maquillage mascara. So I didn't show that in here. It's like really quick, just wanted to let you guys know. Yeah, it was completely dry. Didn't work. I don't know how long I've had that mascara. I never used it. So we'll take this one. Let me change my battery. I'll be right back. So we have a new battery now. Now let's continue. For brow products, let me see. I kind of want to try to finish the pencils because I don't really use them. So I guess this time we'll take my Goof Proof pencil from Benefit, which is this one right here. It's the one, if you guys don't know, that has like the, I don't know how to explain it, like kind of thicker point instead of just the skinny tip. So I'll take that, and I think, that's it because we already have a setting spray. Okay, now for face products, I don't know if I want to get something individual like from here or if I want to do a face palette, which would be in this drawer. When I was putting this away, I seen my jouer, whatever. This top, like this decorative portion of it was peeling from all corners, and then I pressed it down. It's so pretty, but it made me look at the blushes. So these are two blushes, and I think that they may be more the spring and summertime because they are kind of, I don't know if you can see the sheen on the blushes itself. Can you? If my camera would focus. What are you focusing? There it goes. Can you guys see it? It's really pretty. But you know what? I think I'm just going to take it. I'm going to take this one. And then we could just pick a highlight and bronzer from here. So we just finished using this one. We were going to pick this out for New Year's and Christmas, and then I ended up not using it. So for bronzer, I might as well take this one from MAC. This was a limited edition bronzer as well. This is Totally Topeless Radiant Matte Bronzing Powder, really pretty packaging. So we'll take that, and then let me see, for highlight, I kind of want to reach for the ones, sorry, Marc Jacobs, that are back here. How did this end up back here? The Mary Lou highlight. What a staple she was. She is definitely a very bright, she don't look like it in the packaging, but very bright, pretty highlight. So we might take that one. What else do I have back here? Let's see, we have the Jaclyn Hill. This is the iced highlighter, very pretty as well. Really enjoy that one. And then this one's the Laura Mercier. Ooh, this one's pretty. I think I'm gonna take this one. This one's pretty. It looks really deep, but it actually looks really pretty on my skin tone. So we're gonna take that one. Sorry if it sounds funny. I think my nose is getting really stuffy right now. Hold on. Then I did move all my eyeshadow palettes to this drawer as well, but I might move them back and I'll show you why. So this set I actually purchased off of Walmart, so it is a wannabe much cheaper version of the Alex IKEA drawers, which I've never had a problem with. I've had those drawers for literal years, and they have not weighed down with the amount of makeup products I've been placing in them. But these, they have. This drawer is a lot lighter than the other one, but it doesn't seem to be holding the makeup products very well, at least not my eyeshadow palettes. So I'll see if I can reinforce them. If not, they may be going back. So let's see. I think I'm going to pick from this drawer. This is my Jaclyn Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. I remember seeing when she was promoting this, and I just thought that it had a really pretty color story. And even when I look at it, I think it's a really pretty color story. I think I just like all the brown and warm shades, and then like the greens. I really love the green eyeshadows. And I also see there's several cool tones as well. And I've been wanting to purchase some cool tone palettes from like ColourPop, but I keep telling myself no, because that's the reason I bought this palette and I barely use it. So you could tell I haven't really dipped into a lot of these shades, so I'm going to pull this one for this week to try to get some use out of it. Of course, I'm going to do my makeup once we're done shopping. Okay. So we're done shopping. Let's go ahead and review. First up, we did end up picking my Lancome. There we go, my Lancome primer, which again is a silicone-based primer, but is also, so it does blur, and then it is also still very moisturizing, or yeah, moisturizing, I would say. I always feel like it doesn't dry out the skin at all. It looks very pretty on. For foundation, we did pick up my, oh my god, why does my camera do that? Okay, for foundation, we did pick up the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye foundation, and as I mentioned, it does indicate that it is expired, so I do want to get the most use out of this before I notice I'm getting a reaction and throwing it away. Yet I didn't have this foundation more than a year yet. I know that for a fact. So I'm surprised that I just noticed that it has an expiration on there. If I had seen it earlier, I definitely would have used it more often. A combination with that, we are using my Tarte Ultra Creamy Shape Tape concealer. I actually prefer this one over the original Shape Tape. The original Shape Tape is very drying under the eyes, and a little bit does definitely go a long way. But I like the more, as I mentioned, I don't really like matte, and I feel like that one is very, very matte and very drying under the eyes, and not flattering, by the way. Especially for myself, who has a lot of underline, like I have a lot of eye lines underneath my eyes. So for mascara, we're taking this one from this brand I have no idea about. This is Beauty Vault, and I got this, I'm sure, off of one of my free Ipsy boxes when I was receiving PR from Ipsy. And then for brows, we're going to be taking the Goof Proof Brow Pencil. debating whether or not I should get one of like the 24-hour brow setter, or I also have one from Benefit, which is wax, I think is what it is, a brow wax, since I do like to fluff up my brows, but we'll see. For now, this is what we're getting. And then I forgot to film this, but we didn't pick out a powder while I was shopping my stash. So I did end up picking up the Kat Von D translucent powder. I actually really enjoy this one. I used to have a mini, and then I bought this full size one. And I'm pretty sure they don't come stacked to the rim, but I know I have a lot less powder than I did when I first purchased it. So I do use this quite a bit. This one in my NYX, I forgot what it's called. Let me see. It's this one. My NYX mineral matte finishing powder. I actually use this quite a bit. It does say that it's mattifying, but since I do a lot of dewy skin, it doesn't really matter if the powder mattifies me a little bit, because I do come out pretty dewy after finishing my makeup. So for blush, we ended up picking up this Jouer, I want to say it's pronounced, double cheek. So it's a cheek summer blush duo in the shades Terracotta Sands and Hot Coral, which speaks worlds to me. But they're really pretty, and they have like this almost shimmer to it. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera. I can't see it on the little monitor here, but two very pretty shades. So this one's the terracotta one, and this one's the hot coral. I do really like these shades. And then this was a gift from my friend Melissa. I think she picked this up at Costco, not gonna lie, which I was surprised when I found out that Costco has makeup. So it's a very pretty shade. It did look like it was fairly deep tone. I think it's going to look a lot better on me now since I do have more of a tan. But you could tell I have put in some uses, and just look at the texture of it. It's so pretty. This I know is old, so we really need to use it. You could tell like the mirror's all dirty too. All my products are old, you guys. I haven't really shopped for makeup in a really long time. And then we did end up picking up my MAC bronzer, which I wanted to use for Christmas and didn't. But this is what the bronzer looks like. It's definitely more of a warmer bronzer, which makes me laugh because it says that it's taupe. Totally taupeless. Well, it says taupeless, right? So it's a very warm, looks like a very rich bronzer. And I think it is a slightly illuminizing bronzer, which is why I wanted to wear it for Christmas. Oh, you know what? We didn't pick an eye primer. This is a glitter one. Can't pick that. I picked you. You're not a primer. Okay, sorry about that. So I just picked this one up. This is another random product that I just have in my makeup drawers from one of my BoxyCharms. I'm sure this is Lovecraft Beauty eyeshadow primer. Never tried it before, I don't think. Unless I picked it on here, then I have horrible memory now, you guys. Getting older is not fun. So we're going to take this for eyeshadow primer. And then, of course, last but not least, my eyeshadow palette, which is my Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette, Luxe Legacy. Ooh, fancy. Very beautiful color story. I mean, how can you not love this color story? As soon as I seen it, I was like, oh my god, I need to have it. And this was already in the time that I wasn't buying makeup because I was too busy buying plants. But when I seen the palette, I was like, I need to have this. And who doesn't love Jaclyn Hill? I mean, honestly, I love Jaclyn Hill. I think she's amazing. And I'm so happy for how everything turned out for her. Unfortunate about her late ex-husband. Really sad. But anywho, very pretty and excited to use this. So, as always, we're going to go ahead and do my favorite part, which is put everything into the makeup drawer. What is it called? SMR style. Sorry, was the mic in the frame? I do apologize. Okay, so that is basically it. These are the makeup products that I'm going to be trying to utilize this week. I'm feeling better, so I am hopeful that I will be getting ready. But the kids also return to school, so I don't know if I'll have time to. But I'm gonna try because I really do need to use my makeup products since I have them. But, anyways, that is it. Let me know if you guys would prefer that I show you guys, like, what's it called? Why am I drawing blanks? Pan finishing products. I was thinking about doing empties once I had a sufficient amount of products, including skincare and makeup, since I do like both. But you guys let me know on what you want to see, if that's something you would be interested in watching. Obviously, this is more towards leaning to my girlies who have been following me, all my beauties who have been following me for my makeup journey. But yeah, definitely want to finish up a lot of my products. Anytime I finish something, it's super exciting. I get very happy because it's not going to waste. I threw away a lot of makeup, you guys. A lot of makeup. I also gifted a lot of makeup, things that I knew they were new that I kept getting from Ipsy. And I would either gift or, I still have a box, I think, of products that I can still give out to people. And I've been slowly reaching out, asking if people want to get things and come pick up. My sister took a lot. But yeah, topic for another time. Anyways, that is basically it. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you like this type of video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Leave me some comments down below on what you would like to see that's makeup related here on my channel. I'd definitely be happy to do that for you guys. And yeah, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing and join my little community here. Hope you guys like plants too. But anyways, that's basically it. Until next time, bye.